Marcus Rashford to Barcelona. The full story. Welcome back to the channel, football fans. In today's video, we've got blockbuster transfer news out of Catalonia. Marcus Rashford is officially a Barcelona player. But it's not just a fairy tale move. There's drama, tension, and major consequences behind the scenes. We're breaking down why Rashford's move nearly fell apart in January, the shocking decision to reject Dutch star Xavi Simons, the dressing room backlash from Raphinha and Lewandowski, what this means for Pau Víctor Aziz Issah and Barcelona's future, and most importantly, can Rashford win the fans in the locker room over? Don't forget to like the video, subscribe for daily football updates, and let us know in the comments. Was it a mistake to snub Xavi Simons for Rashford? Barcelona turned down the chance to sign a Dutch winger to focus on getting a deal done with Manchester United for Marcus Rashford, according to a report in Spain, with the Bundesliga star now being chased by Chelsea. Rashford completed his dream move to Barcelona from Man United on Wednesday. The Spanish champions announced on their official website that Rashford has joined Hansi Flick's side on loan until June 2026, with Barcelona also having the option to make it permanent. Team Talk's transfer correspondent, Fraser Fletcher, has long reported that Rashford's dream was to join Barcelona. The forward was keen on joining Barcelona in the January transfer window, but the Blaugrana could not get a deal done with Man United, and the Englishman moved to Aston Villa on loan until the end of last season instead. Barcelona and Man United have now finally struck a deal, with Rashford presented as a player of La Liga champions on Wednesday. According to eNotícies, Barcelona were so determined to land Marcus Rashford that they passed up the opportunity to bring back Dutch sensation Xavi Simons. The RB Leipzig star, who spent nearly a decade at Barca's academy between 2010 and 2019, was reportedly eager to return to his boyhood club this summer. Despite Simons' clear interest and the fact that current Barca player Dani Olmo had publicly praised him earlier in the year, calling him a complete player with incredible dribbling ability, the Catalan giants decided not to pursue the deal. Instead, Barcelona manager Hansi Flick personally requested the signing of Rashford, and the club chose to prioritize that transfer over a potential €70 million move for Simons. However, Barcelona manager Flick made a direct request for Rashford, with sporting director Deco also ignoring the desire of Simons to return to the Spanish club, even though the 22-year-old Netherlands international attacker expressed his willingness to make the switch. Leipzig wants €70 million, £60.7 million, $82.4 million, for Simons, which Barcelona were not willing to pay and decided to focus on a loan deal for Rashford. Simons could now be heading to Chelsea, with BBC Sport reporting that the Blues are discussing personal terms with the 22-year-old, who played both as a left winger and as an attacking midfielder last season and scored 11 goals and gave 8 assists in 33 appearances. A Liga champions Barcelona have agreed on the terms of a sale for an out-of-favor member of the club's attacking ranks. That's according to market insider Fabrizio Romano, amongst others who highlight Pau Víctor as the player in question. Frontman Víctor has taken his place front and center in the media chatter in Catalonia's capital across the day to date. This comes after word was forthcoming that the Spaniard was the subject of mounting transfer interest by way of Portuguese outfit SC Braga. Following the arrival of Marcus Rashford in Hansi Flick's squad, it has begun to look increasingly likely that Víctor will be on the move before the summer is out. And as alluded to above, if the latest word doing the rounds online on Wednesday is anything to go by, then as much now appears to have moved a significant step closer. As per a report from Fabrizio Romano, citing the Athletic's Paul Ballas, SC Braga have agreed deal in principle with Barcelona for Pau Víctor. €12 million fixed fee plus €3 million add-ons. Barcelona are negotiating also a buyback clause as part of the package. SC Braga have agreed deal in principle with Barcelona for Pau Víctor. €12 million fixed fee plus €3 million add-ons, as at Paul Ballas reported. Barcelona are negotiating also a buyback clause as part of the package. La Liga giants Barcelona have announced a renewal of the loan terms of Abdul Aziz Issah. Aziz Issah, a young attacker from Ghana, joined Barcelona on loan from Dreams FC last summer. At just 19 years old, he was quickly brought into first-team training by manager Hansi Flick, a clear sign that the club had high hopes for his potential. However, things didn't go as planned during his debut season in Spain. Issah barely saw the pitch, recording just 26 minutes of action at youth level across the entire campaign. That's why it came as a bit of a surprise when Barcelona announced this week that they've decided to extend his loan for another season, keeping him at the club until June 30, 2026. According to their official statement, Issah will return to Barca Athletic, this time with a full season of adaptation behind him, and perhaps a clearer path toward development. Marcus Rashford's fresh start at Barcelona is already off to a rocky start, according to reports in Spain. In fact, some Spanish outlets are reporting that 2 senior players have openly snubbed him, before he has even been officially confirmed as a signing. After falling out with Man United boss Ruben Amorim, who went as far as saying he'd rather start his goalkeeping coach than Rashford, the England forward was shipped to Aston Villa on loan in January. Rashford has now landed at Barcelona on another loan, this time with a £30 million buy clause. If Barca opt out, they'll owe Man United a financial penalty, the same as Chelsea did with Jadon Sancho. Transfer insider Fabrizio Romano confirmed the deal last week, with Rashford completing a medical and appearing in promo content, though the official announcement is expected Wednesday. But behind the scenes, the move is already creating tension. Spanish outlet sources claim 2 Barcelona players have been very cold toward Rashford and made it clear they don't want him at the club. The dressing room reaction has reportedly been mixed, with some players visibly angry about his arrival. Raphinha is said to suspect that President Joan Laporta and sporting director Deco brought in Rashford to push him out, after cooling on his performances late last season. Robert Lewandowski is also reportedly concerned the move could cut into his playing time, giving manager Hansi Flick food for thought before the season has even begun. England forward Marcus Rashford said Barcelona was a club where dreams come true, as he joined the La Liga champions on Wednesday on a season-long loan from Manchester United with an option to buy. Media reports said Barcelona would cover Rashford's wages this season after the player accepted a pay cut, with the option to buy set at around €30 million, or €620 million, for the 27-year-old. Very excited. I think it's a club where people's dreams come true. They win big prizes. And what the club stands for really means a lot to me as well. So it feels like I am at home, Rashford said after his unveiling. Another factor is because the conversations I had with the manager, Hansi Flick, were positive. What he did last season was terrific. To lead such a young team to a very successful season and come back to pre-season and still want to do more, it shows me everything I thought I knew about the club, and it's everything I wished. Once seen as a club icon and homegrown star, Rashford had a dramatic fall from grace at United, marked by a falling out with manager Ruben Amorim that paved the way for him to move to Aston Villa on loan in February. Manchester United are in a period of change, and they have been for a while. I don't have anything bad to say, as it has been an important part not just of my career but my life, so I was grateful for the opportunity, he said. But like in life, not everything goes as simply as you thought, and this is my next chapter, and I'm fully focused on improving myself and helping the team win trophies. Barcelona said Rashford had signed his contract earlier in the afternoon. Rashford can play anywhere in attack. Right-footed, he can take players on and is an excellent finisher, talents he can now show in a Barca shirt, the club said in a statement. The move came after Manchester-born Rashford, who made 426 senior appearances and scored 138 goals for United in all competitions, fell out of favor with Amorim, who called his work rate into question. So there you have it, folks. Marcus Rashford has arrived at Barcelona, but the welcome hasn't exactly been warm. With players like Raphinha feeling threatened, and Lewandowski reportedly unhappy, Hansi Flick has his hands full before the season even starts. Meanwhile, Xavi Simons could be on his way to Chelsea, and Pau Víctor is set for Braga, showing just how much this deal has reshaped Barca's entire attack. But now it's Rashford's time to shine. New club, new chapter, and a fresh chance to prove himself on the biggest stage of them all, the Camp Nou. Drop your thoughts below. Will Rashford thrive at Barcelona or become another superstar that couldn't deliver in Spain? Smash that like button if you enjoyed the video, subscribe for more football news, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Until next time, Forza Barca.